Hi, I'm an old guy and I do maths, and today we're going to have a bit of fun with factorizing. So our job is to factorize this expression. Now, it's possibly not immediately obvious to people what it is that we're dealing with here. So I have a general approach, which is that I go for simple stuff. I say to myself, is there some way that I can extract a common factor? And I can. X cubed plus 8. So 2 times x cubed gives me 2x cubed, 2 times 8 gives me 16. Can I do something else here? Well, if you're fortunate, you might recognize that 8 is 2 to the power of 3. And so what we're looking at is we're looking at something in this form. Now, this is the sum of cubes. And there's a formula, there's a recognized way for factorizing this, which makes life really simple, and it is this. A squared minus AB plus B squared. Okay, so this thing factorizes to this. You probably expected a couple of linear factors here. There's a reason why they aren't there, and we'll get into that. Right, to work. Okay, so what is A? A is equal to x, so that's A cubed there, and B is equal to 2, so that's B cubed there. Okay, I hope you can see that. The writing's a little bit small. Okay, so let's just plug and play. So we go 2 times x plus 2 into x squared, that's a squared, minus x times 2. So we'll write that as 2x, if that's okay with you. That is a times b, which is the same as b times a, plus 2 squared. I'll just write it like that for the moment. So if we tidy this up, we get 2 into x plus 2, x squared minus 2x plus 4. Okay, so I mentioned that you might expect this to be broken down into linear factors. If you have a look at this quadratic, you might be scratching your head about how you would go about solving this. The answer is that there are no solutions for x for this quadratic. You can try the quadratic formula, and you'll come to a point where you realize that you're trying to find the square root of a negative number, and at that point you should realize that there are no real solutions. If you were to graph this thing, and this is another sort of video in and of itself, but very quickly, if you were to graph this thing, what you would find is that it is a cubic which has a dilation factor, which means that it's stretched out in that direction, and has been raised from its point of intersection at the origin to 16. And so this thing probably looks something like that. And this point here is negative 2. And this element here is this thing. It doesn't have a solution for x because it doesn't touch the x-axis. Now that's all bonus information. This is how you factorize that. Okay, thank you very much for watching. I hope you found that useful. See you next time.